Joining me is Chief Scott Wahl. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
July is so busy for the department because we have Comic-Con, we have Pride, and we had the World Cup, we have OTL. All of that jam-packed into 1 month. How has it been for you? How have you prepared for this?
Yeah, well, July is always our busiest month. Let's not forget that July 4th weekend is also.
Oh yeah, forgot about that too.
The way we start off the month. Very grateful we got through that busy, wonderful holiday with very little issues. We budget and plan staffing-wise for this busy month. On top of all of it, we have a lot of people that take vacations during July as well, so our staffing levels kind of dip a little, but we plan for that each and every year, and we put the amount of officers that we need on overtime for a lot of these events. We work collaboratively as well, so we have officers and deputies from throughout the county for Pride. They'll be positioned throughout the entire venue, and we want to make sure that everybody is there to have a good time, that's exactly how things go. We encourage people, if they see something, to say something to one of the police officers or deputies that'll be out there.
And I know we have the events that come every year. Has the World Cup and all the big parties, has that thrown you guys for a loop at all? So
far it's been great, but yes, these watch parties have really created an environment where there's large gatherings of people. Some of them are at the beach, some of them downtown, some of them there's other pop-up areas where we don't typically have a large gathering of people like we're seeing, but everything has gone great. Everybody's cooperating, everybody's having a good time, and unfortunately, U.S. is out, but I'm sure it'll be an exciting finish regardless.
Yeah, we'll see who takes it all. You know, speaking of just large gatherings, let's talk a little bit about the gas lamp, because we've seen some of those videos come out. According to your numbers, it says that there have been 172% increase in the last couple years on assaults, and that's on police officers.
Yeah, well, we're starting to see this kind of rowdy environment, rough type crowd. There's a lot of fights, and we have a team that helps manage the thousands of people that go down there. We're seeing a lot of over-service, meaning as patrons are coming out of the bars, they're completely intoxicated. They're not cooperating with the police when the police tell them to either move along or if they tell them to put their hands behind their back. They're challenging and fighting our officers. And really, our job is to hold the line of what the community wants down there. It's an entertainment district. We have the conventions that come to town. They bring tourists and guests to our town. We want to show them that the gas lamp is a fun, safe environment. Really, it's bad for business for everybody when we see this kind of rough crowd that's down there to fight and cause problems and really just bring a level of debauchery that San Diego is not known for. So we're looking for the community to help support us. If you're going to be coming down to the gas lamp, have a good time. Make sure you're being responsible. And if one of your friends has had a little too much to drink, then it's time to go home and get out of the area and not be part of the problem.
You know, what would your response be? Because oftentimes we'll get these videos of arrests, etc., in some of these areas like PB or downtown, and it doesn't always look great. What would your response be for the people who are watching these videos and sharing them online and calling for answers, accountability, etc.?
Sure. Yeah, well, look, those videos are never look pretty, right? We're coming in. There was one on Mother's Day, where one individual was completely knocked out cold, and there was another individual over the top of him continuing to hit him and kick him. Looks like somebody was trying to take something from him. I don't really know what they were taking from him, but that was an emergency moment for us to get in there and break up that situation and render aid to this one individual. When a police officer down there tells you to get back, you need to get back. Our police officers deserve the right to work in an environment that is safe. When you have thousands of people that are drunk, misbehaving, and rowdy, officers are telling everybody to get back and give them a safe space to provide and render aid. You got to realize we need to bring an ambulance in there. We could never do it because there was so many people just gathered into that area. Almost every single time, non-compliance is the root of that situation. When a police officer tells you to do something, you need to do it.
And you mentioned overservice, and I don't know if this is the police department's purview, but is there communications with the restaurants, the bars, etc., about giving out these drinks appropriately?
Oh, absolutely. Our vice unit works hand in hand with the bars and restaurants, along with the state alcohol beverage control. You have to understand the staffing levels that are needed to deal with the amount of people that are coming down there and the amount of bars and restaurants that we have throughout the city that we have to kind of keep an eye on. Our staffing levels have dipped to the point where we are at our bare minimum across the board. And so we're trying to balance all of these things. It takes a collaborative approach. Businesses, Main Street associations, our elected officials supporting us, our city attorney's office. When somebody's arrested for being drunk in public, for fighting, for creating disturbances down there, they need to support us and hold people accountable. That message, when people are held accountable for their behavior down there, will spread, and it will prevent future bad behavior because people know they're going to be held accountable. If there's no accountability, things continue to spiral and get worse and worse, and that's what we're seeing.
And let's switch over to talk a little bit about the sidewalk vending enforcement.
Sure.
Where are we right now? Because we get a lot of emails and questions about that as well.
Melissa, that's a great question. We are struggling to deal with street vending because we are not the right resource to deal with that problem. And the reason I say that is this. It used to be against the law for you to illegally vend without proper permitting, licensing, health and safety measures that were taken into place, which means if you were in violation, we could write you a ticket and you would have to go to court to deal with it if you were in violation. That has been eliminated through our state legislation. So it is no longer a crime. Now it's an administrative citation. Your viewers are probably wondering, what does that mean? An administrative citation means it's a civil matter. There is no court of law that we're dealing with as far as a crime. And so we don't have any teeth in this moment. If it's not a crime, then we cannot detain. So if somebody is in violation of the street vending ordinance and we approach them to write them a civil citation, but it's not like a criminal ticket.
Yeah.
It's a civil one. If they walk away or they flee or they run, we can't stop them. We have no power to detain. We tried taking away the tool, the mechanism that was using that they were cooking in, and the courts just ruled we can't do that. So until legislative change happens in this state, where they make it a criminal, even at the lowest level, an infraction level, make it a criminal situation, then the police department is just not going to be as effective as everybody wants us to be. People keep buying the hot dogs, right? And so the demand is there. People are going to find a way to get out there in front of establishments that are paying a lot of money to open a business and operate downtown legitimately. These folks just roll in. There's just no oversight, and it blows my mind that is what our state legislators have thought is a good idea.
So your final message to the people who are watching this, who are complaining to us about you not doing this, that, or the other, about that, what would you want to say?
Well, get educated on the situation. Understand that this is not a crime. Police department enforces the law, criminal matters. Civil situations we can help mediate. We have tried, but the courts have ruled we cannot impound the carts and take them away. So our ability to detain and enforce the law is eliminated.
All right, I guess more to be done with that situation. We'll see what happens there. Chief Wahl, thank you so much for joining us.